He lost an opportunity that could have changed his life, not because he wasn't good enough, but because his own mind convinced him he wasn't. What if the biggest thing holding you back is something you trust every single day? What if your mind, the voice you believe the most, is quietly lying to you? It doesn't shout. It doesn't feel like a lie. It sounds logical, reasonable, even safe. You're not ready. You might fail. Now is not the right time. And slowly, you start believing it. Have you ever stopped yourself from doing something, not because you couldn't, but because something inside you said don't? Arav was not a failure. In fact, most people thought he had potential. He had skills, ideas, opportunities, but there was one problem. He never acted. Every morning he would wake up with plans. This week I'll finally apply. Today I'll start working on it. I'll message them later. But later never came. One day his friend called him. "There's an opening in my company," she said. "You're perfect for it. I'll refer you." Arav paused. For a moment, he felt something. Excitement. But then it came, that quiet voice. What if you're not good enough? What if they reject you? What if you embarrass yourself? So he smiled and said, "I'll think about it." Days passed, the opportunity disappeared. Someone else got the job, and Arav told himself something very convincing. It just wasn't meant for me. But was it really not meant for him? Or did he walk away before even trying? Have you ever done that? Blamed timing, blamed luck, when deep down you know you never gave it a chance. Weeks later, Arav saw the person who got the job. Same age, same background. Nothing special, except one thing. They tried. That night, Arav couldn't sleep. Not because he failed, but because he never tried. And that feeling is heavier than failure. Here's what Arav didn't realize. His mind wasn't protecting him. It was limiting him. Your mind has one primary job: to keep you safe. Not successful, not fulfilled, safe. And to your mind, risk feels like danger. Rejection feels like danger. Failure feels like danger. Judgment feels like danger. So it creates stories. Not lies that feel fake, but lies that feel true. You're not ready. This is too risky. Wait for the perfect time. But here's the truth. There is no perfect time. There is only comfort and growth. Your mind prefers comfort because comfort feels like survival, even if that comfort is slowly destroying your potential. Think about it. Why do you stay in situations you've outgrown? Why do you avoid things that could change your life? It's not because you're weak. It's because your mind is designed to choose familiarity over possibility. And the most dangerous part? You don't even question it. One evening, Arav had a simple realization. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. Just a quiet thought. What if my thoughts are wrong? Not all of them, but some of them. The next time that voice said, "You're not ready," he paused and asked himself, "Says who?" For the first time, he didn't obey his mind. He questioned it. And something strange happened. The fear didn't disappear, but it lost its control. Days later, another opportunity came. Different job, same situation, same voice. What if you fail? But this time, Arav did something different. He applied anyway, not because he felt confident, but because he stopped believing everything his mind said. And that changed everything. Your mind is not always your enemy, but it is not always your truth either. Sometimes it exaggerates fear. Sometimes it underestimates you. Sometimes it protects you from the very things you need. And if you never question it, you'll live a life built on false limits. Your mind is not always telling the truth. It's telling the safest story. If this made you think, subscribe for more.